The problem isn't that we're lazy. The problem is that we're overstimulated. In this world, the rules of engagement have changed, brother. And I mean this. It like we are overstimulated. We are addicted to comfort. We are addicted to the quick fixes. What does that do? It has literally changed the way we view things. God forbid if anything is longer than a few seconds, we skip it. If we have to be, if we have to start from the bottom to get to a level of competence, most people give up. Why is that? I'll tell you why. It's because the rules of engagement have changed. If you can develop and understand this, there is nothing that you cannot do. As somebody who has a restless mind, because I have ADHD, ADD, dyslexia, and also ambitious. This is something I've battled with. But one thing that kept me sane and kept me grounded, kept me pushing for more, was the challenges I used to do. Started with 75 Hard, started with the Live Hard program, and then morphed into something recently I've been introduced to, which is the Misogi, an annual ritual whereby an individual undertakes a challenge, a yearly challenge, a means of purification. But in this context, we're talking about doing something and becoming the person that you want to be. Whether it's a weight loss challenge, whether it's writing a book, whether it's building a personal brand, whether it's getting married. Who are you becoming? How big is your misogi? And the rule of the misogi is that you have a 50% chance of succeeding and 50% chance of failing. That's the misogi. And I genuinely feel, as human beings living in this overstimulated world, we are missing that. And I'll tell you why. Because the stats show that we're missing that. The problem in this world now, we have a focus crisis. We have a ADHD and focus crisis. These are some observable stats, right? Let me give you some stats from ADD Tude Mag. 2024, over 37% of Gen Zs and millennials say they struggle with ADHD-like symptoms. 48% of people report daily overwhelm and burnout, a study conducted by Gallup 2023. Mental chaos. Now, 80% of gym members don't use their membership after 6 weeks. Most people quit a habit after 21 days. So, with all that said, we've also had a decrease. We've also had a decrease in the amount of seconds that we can concentrate. From 12 seconds in 2003 to now, where it's 8 seconds. And this study was done by Microsoft. So, here is the thing, man. We are overstimulated, underdisciplined, and mentally scattered. In a world where we have to build up ourselves, man, this is for the ambitious person. This isn't for somebody who's just happy with where they are in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that is you, amazing. But this is for some people. This is for the rare few who want to be fit, who want to be healthy, who want to be rich, who want to live a fulfilling life, and who want to have that mental toughness, that competitive edge. Because once you develop this, there's no going back. So the people aren't broken. It's our systems, man. It's our systems that are broken. This whole world is now praying And I don't really sound, I don't mean to sound like one of those guys who says is a conspiracy theorist. But this is literally about your attention. This is all about being addicted to distractions. If you, as a person, in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, can dedicate yourself for the next 10 years, dude, you can achieve amazing results. And this is what the Misogi movement is about. It's about building yourself up in this scattered, overstimulated, distraction central world into a person who can focus and get the job done. That's what this movement's about. It's about building better men, men of purpose, who are wealthy, who are ambitious, who are capable of leading their families. That's what this is about. This isn't about the superficial. This is about saving ourselves. This is about becoming who we need to be. And I'll attest to this. I have suffered from ADHD all my life. I was ambitious, but I just did not know one thing, which was to focus. How do you become focused? It's a skill. You need to practice this every single day. It's not something you wake up and say, oh, I wish somebody had told me this. Dude, I am still guilty of this. It takes me ages to focus. But I want to focus on the things that move me 1% better every single day. So I can look back at my year and say, you know what? I'm actually proud of myself. The first time I ever experienced this was when I made my first sale in business. Secondly, when I was 365 pounds, I lost my first kilo. And then I lost my first stones, which is 7 kilos. That's when I realized discipline is the key. That is what can help somebody who's neurodivergent, who's scattered all over the place, to have systems to prevent burnout, to address your ADHD tendencies, to get where you need to be. That's it. And when I stopped chasing that motivation and just addressed my number one concern, which was discipline, focus, that's when I became somebody I could be proud of. And that feeling is the best feeling in the world. So, what does the Misogi stand for? Now, the Misogi is one impossible challenge every year we need to undertake. It has a 50% chance of succeeding and 50% chance of failing. But we are not there to win. What I mean by that is, it's not about winning. It's about the person you become when you dedicate yourself day in, day out. You become obsessed with the process, not with the outcome. The outcome is a year out. But how do we get there from dealing with the obstacles on a daily basis? Is by showing up and befriending discipline. So all the distractions which are not moving you forward towards your goals can just disappear. And I want to caveat this isn't my invention. This is Michael Easter, who was influenced by the Japanese monks. It's them. But the most important thing is we need this more than ever. This is what's going to save us. This is what's going to make men great again. This is why we can lead our homes when we can lead ourselves. This is what's going to reduce the problems in this world when we have men who can be great leaders, who can be great role models, mentors, who are financially fit, physically fit, emotionally fit. This is how we're going to save our society. Healthy mind, healthy wallet, fit family, faith. These are the lessons that we can teach the next generation, but we can only test ourselves first. We can only teach ourselves first before we teach anyone else. So, the goal isn't achievement here. It isn't perfection. It's about alignment, aligning yourself to the person that you know deep down you want to be. Ignoring the distractions. Getting rid of this. Next big thing. Getting rid of FOMO. The golden snitch syndrome. Oh, this is sparkling. This is that. No, man. We need to dedicate ourselves. We need to dedicate ourselves to that one cause. What is it? Is it something financial you want to achieve? How are you going to get there? Is it something you need to build a business? Okay, cool. What are you going to do? Is it something you need to get in shape? How are you going to do that? This is your yearly focus. And another rule of the Misogi is you can't tell no one. You can only, it's between you and that's it. No one else, maybe another person. So this teaches you another goal. This teaches you another skill of keeping your trap shut. So many times we open our gobs before achieving anything. It gives us this feeling of we've actually achieved it, when in reality we haven't. So, if you have not decided on what you want to do, I implore you to join the movement, man. Let's save the next generation. Let's save ourselves. Let's be the great people, great men we know we can be. And not complain, not get distracted. And focus on our goals as men of becoming the great leaders we're capable of. And going out there. So, this movement is for the people who feel like they have lost control, who want to rebuild that focus, discipline, and become that purposeful leader in the lives of their people. That's who this is for. And if you've got ADHD, welcome to the club, brother. This is for you ambitious people with restless minds. And this is the one thing that we need to focus on. What is your Misogi? Let me know below. I know what my Misogi is, but I can't tell you. So, join me in this movement, man. Master the chaos. Build that focus. And be too dumb to quit. Let's go, baby. Let's go win.